Good evening. It was suggested today that I give a traditional speech about how we made it through the rigors of law school. But then I realized we're not a traditional class. After 3 months of smelling the Subway bread baking for 12 hours a day and waking up for Saturday morning classes in our Hustola exile, we formed an unbreakable bond. For me to say congratulations, we made it, would be for me to assume that there was ever a question that we would. It would assume that a class that withstood the challenge of moving to a new city and leaving behind everything with no idea of what to expect might not succeed in our quest for a legal education. It would be to assume that a class that withstood the greatest natural disaster in United States history would not be able to withstand Penoyer versus Neff. Yes, there were challenges. Yes, there were times when we called our classmates to complain about circumstances or just called to be reassured by a friend that we'd make it through exams. But our class gained something that no other class in law school, in law history of this country received. We gained a resilience, a drive, a spirit that will allow us to accomplish anything, and only an experience, a life experience, can give you. So what will the Katrina class be known for when we look back 50 years from now? Tom Brokaw wrote a book about the generation of our grandfathers and grandmothers. He called it the greatest generation. Now we have the opportunity to try and live up to this tradition. We saw the horrors of Katrina up close and saw how our legal education can allow us to, yes, be personally successful, but more importantly, to stand up for those that seek justice that we have been trained to defend. As lawyers, we have the opportunity to fight for what is right. We can use our license to practice law as a license to be a hero for the 70-year-old couple that lost their house and their life savings in Hurricane Katrina and need help digging through the bureaucracy. We can use our license to practice law as an opportunity to be a guardian to those that worked hard, played by the rules, only to have their money taken by a thief claiming to be a legitimate contractor. Our challenge as we go forward is to maintain that spirit that was instilled in us uniquely, resulting from the horrors that we witnessed during Hurricane Katrina. As Edmund Burke said, lawyers are the ones that are responsible for the fierce spirit of liberty that only is present in America. No matter what our class faces or the contributions it makes to society, we can be assured that there will always be the critics out there. I leave you with a quote from Theodore Roosevelt, who had a response to such pessimistic criticism. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out where the strong man stumbles or where. The doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face was marred by dust and sweat and blood, who knows the great enthusiasm, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, who at best, if he succeeds, experiences the thrill of high accomplishment, and if he fails while daring greatly, so that his face will never be among those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. Thank you.